Hey guys, this is Narapam from the Underwater Photography Guide and Blue Water Photo. Now today I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of the new Kraken Ultra Bright 5.5 inch 3000 nit monitor for underwater video and photography. This is Kraken's newest monitor. It's smaller than the old 7-inch monitor and more affordable. It retails for $14.99 when the 7-inch monitor retailed for $18.99, which makes this one of the best deals on the market when it comes to an underwater monitor because everything is all self-contained. It comes with the HDMI cabling you need for your system. It comes with a battery which is actually interchangeable with the Kraken 4.5 and 6.5 batteries, so that's really cool. And it's easy to use, and the monitor is built in, so it's not a housing. It doesn't go over a monitor, it's built in. This is the monitor, and you can take it down to 80 meters, that's 262 feet of depth. So you might be wondering, how bright is bright when it comes to the Kraken 5.5 inch? Well, it's 3000 nits, and to give you guys an idea of how bright 3000 nits is, your average laptop is about 200 to 300 nits. The older Kraken 7-inch monitor is about 2200 nits, so this is one of the brightest monitors on the market. Notice how there is no shade or cover right here. You don't need one. It's so bright that it's just gonna power through any sunlight, and you'll have a good full dive with the battery burning the whole time, and it's gonna do a great job just by itself. So what I wanna do today is actually show you how this monitor sets up without a housing, because I just don't wanna go through opening up all the M16 ports and everything like that, but it's all pretty simple, easy to do. And just walk you through, okay, this is how you set it up, show you how it's compatible for any housing. It actually has some adapters for any camera, which is pretty cool, that's new. And we'll get right to it. The monitor itself can show you a lot when you're taking underwater video. Now, the reason you would go for a monitor like this is you want to, one, visualize your video better, but also it gives you tools like zebra stripes, false colors, and actually let me pull up the list and see what other tools it has. Histograms, focus assist, you can check your reds, greens, and blues. And it has even a stereo for audio display. So you can see everything that's going on when you're doing your underwater video, and it's really useful for setting up your shot. Now, this is not a recorder. It's important to keep that in mind, but it is a monitor, and it takes a 4K feed from your camera. Now, there is an HDMI in port and an HDMI out port. So what's important is that you take your HDMI cable and you connect it to your HDMI in port, and I'll go ahead and do that now. Now, there is a double O-ring seal, which keeps it nice and tight underwater. You don't have to really worry about flooding. Everything, like I said, is self-contained. So I've attached my HDMI cable to the monitor itself, to the HDMI in. Now the other side is going to attach to the bulkhead that's going to be on your housing. Now, this right here is the custom bulkhead. It will fit onto any M16 port on a housing. Almost every housing on the market has it, but if you're wondering, make sure you send us an email at sales@bluewaterphotostore.com and we'll tell you where to put your bulkhead. With Aquatica housings, it might not actually fit because they don't have an M16 and M14. I believe every other kind of full frame housing is going to have an M16. Now, if you're getting into smaller cameras, compact cameras, again, send us an email because that could be a little bit more complicated. Basically, this fits with an M16. Now, I've got a Nikon Z8 right here, so I'm going to use this full HDMI, and I am going to connect this piece to the adapter. So now I've got the HDMI cable that's going to go into the camera. Now this screws right into your housing. It screws, it has a compression O-ring at the bottom. All you have to do is screw it down, tighten it down with a wrench, you're good to go. So the HDMI cable will plug into the bulkhead, like so. So to plug into the bulkhead, and then we screw that on. Again, there's a double O-ring seal, keeps everything nice and safe. And finally, you can connect the monitor to the camera via the adapter. And now, keep in mind, this would be inside the housing. I really like Kraken's design where you've got this really thin cable. It's not thick. so it should be able to fit in any kind of housing. So now we can try turning on the monitor. All right, so now what you can see here is from my camera to my video. I've got a full feed going through. You can see everything I'm doing in my camera. You can see the video I'm recording. So now the button on the right here will control whether or not you have your histograms on, your false colors, or anything like that. Here's your histogram, so I can go ahead and select that, and now I've got my histogram, and you can actually visualize the exposure on your monitor. I can also select, let's go ahead, focus assist is on, so you can see everything in the yellow is telling you that this is in focus, so that's a really cool feature as well. I'll go ahead and move this up so you guys can see it. Okay, so yeah, you can see everything in the yellow is focus assist, you've got your histogram, and then we can go through our main menu settings, which are the left F1 button right here. And all you have to do is scroll through your menu, and you've got a ton of options. So you've got your parade vectors, histograms, focus assist color options. You've got grids that you can use for visualization. You've got anamorphic mode. You can actually download LUTs and visualize LUTs while you're shooting log, which can help you with visualization for log and raw profiles. You've got HDR, you can change the color temperature, you can have it backlit. So there's just so many options, and I recommend checking out our video of the 7-inch monitor because that went over all the options in depth, and we've got all the specifications on our website. But that's basically how the Kraken 5.5-inch monitor works. I'm super excited to get this in the water. Once I get my housing for the Z8, I still not decided on what I'm going to get. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you drop them in the comments below. Again, we can get you set up with everything you need and explain how to use it. We offer free Zoom setup sessions if you buy the product through us. Finally, please like and subscribe. It really helps us push content out there so people can see this and find out what a cool monitor the Kraken 5.5-inch is for only $14.99. So anyway guys, I will see you soon and have some great dives.